Good morning, VeChain family. It's your boy Boomin coming at you. We got another video, guys. Go ahead and do all the things that the algorithm likes. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell. I also have a link to the Patreon down below. You guys would love to donate. That would be very, very welcome, especially in these trying times. So, taking a look here, guys. We finally see a little bit of green here. VeChain's up about 2.7% in the last 7 days. No, that's not what you guys want to hear, but hey, VeChain under a penny, always a good buy in my humble opinion. So you guys can pick up some cheap VeChain. We know VeChain likes to hover around 2 cents, especially when times are going well. So we could see a rebound here soon. I don't know, but it could happen. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on here. We've seen millions of transactions from enterprise partners in the past few days and demonstrated real-world benefits of our transaction model. One transaction carries many sub-transactions, increasing hash efficiency, reducing fees, and boosting scalability. Web3 with utility equals VeChain VET, as we can see there. We got the 44 million transactions there, 751 million clauses. As we can see here, pretty awesome indeed. Let's go to move on. Just real quick, we have another partnership from VeChain here. It's pretty cool. VBetter is making a global impact from 300,000 kg of plastic reduced to 800 million liters of water saved, 5,000 tons of CO2 prevented from entering the atmosphere, to 600,000 kg of timber demand limited. The impact of Web3 is growing exponentially. Imagine what the world could achieve in a future powered entirely by blockchain and AI. Let's take a look at this video they released.
Since our launch, we already achieved a lot, reducing plastic for 300,000 kilograms, saving water for 18 million liters, reducing carbon for 5,000 tons, and also saving timber for 600,000 kilograms. Now, these numbers are growing exponentially, so imagine what we're going to achieve in the future.
Amen. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. And then finally, we have a short little clip here from the interview for Sunny Lu. I'll play it in the video. I love you guys. Take care. Do all the things that the algorithm likes, and I'll talk to you tomorrow with the VeChain and Cardano updates. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.
VeChain Renaissance. So just to understand, so you talked already, you went through a little bit, but how does it really fit to your bigger vision, and how does it will be in a practical use for the enterprises and for users of the technology?
Yeah, well, firstly, we have we spend quite a bit of time talk about our strategy, sustainability, the VBetter ecosystem, different type of applications. Generally speaking, we have a very clear strategy to support inclusive sustainability implementations. Unite everyone to do the efforts and be motivated, be incentivized. But also, this kind of the mass adoption will require robust and decentralized blockchain infrastructure to, for the future scaling up, right? So the purpose of VeChain Renaissance is actually, to build the robust and decentralized infrastructure for this type of the mass adoptions. And simply to say, we're looking for enable real decentralization. What does it mean? Okay.
I want to ask you that. What do you mean by that?
As a veteran in the crypto space, especially also I still consider myself as an engineer, decentralization sits the top of guidelines to do any kind of blockchain applications or blockchain infrastructure or tools, right? You got to be decentralized. But it's very hard, which means the ordinary people, very difficult to participate in the decentralization. Think about that. How are you going to run a node? How are you going to run a validator in the blockchain infrastructure or formalize the networks, right? If you think about the proof of work, POW, Unfortunately, the mining pools can be centralized. And if you think about a POS, the staking service can be centralized. And to normal user, to ordinary people, you have a technical barrier to set up the node, run a node, manage the asset security, and then participating the decentralization, right? So our idea is to sweep these kind of technical barriers, and we introduce a new solution, which is the main theme of the VeChain Renaissance upgrades, to use NFT, represent the assets you're holding, and link to any validator. So there are a couple of the good things is, firstly, you don't need to give away the control of your assets because you're still holding the NFT, but the NFT is programmable. You can connect it to any validator to lock up together and, to join or participate the decentralization process to run the next blocks, simply to say like that. And also the rewards by participating this decentralization, we're not going through any kind of middleman, but going through the protocol directly, because the protocol will be able to calculate your status of your NFT or any kind of metadata attached to NFT. And based on the holding address of the NFT, give you the rewards just in a straightforward way. In nutshell, this type of the design or solution, I think nobody else has done that before. We could be we are the first one to, let's say, sweep the areas to enable the ordinary people, ordinary user, even without enough or high level technical capability, you can participate in the decentralization, and you can you can be attracted by, quite good protocol rewards.
About the decentralization, I would love to explore a little bit of that topic, in general. I would love to pick your brains on that. So do we need the decentralization? What is the benefits for the whole society and the also enterprises and because businesses are they try to, obviously we collaborate, but yeah.
Well, I would say yes, we do need, but also we could answer we don't need, because before decentralization or before blockchain, before Bitcoin's birth, there's no such kind of the technology enabled this scale of decentralization, right? Humankind is pretty okay with the internet, with different type of technology. It's okay, but also we see the clear bottlenecks. Whatever coming from, the corporate structure, which has been running for 500 years or 400 years, or even to the latest internet evolving, you can see those big internet players, they start from small, whatever, Amazon's e-commerce or Facebook, or they start to become bigger and bigger. They start to, doing some acquisition of the small players. Think about WhatsApp, Instagram now is all Meta's products, right? It's getting more and more centralized. However, when the scale of the centralization reach to a certain point, we can see the clear disadvantage or clear bottlenecks to move to the next level or next efficiency we could expecting. So basically, when you try some new technology, when you form a small startups, you can feel that's my experience, by the way. When we get started, maybe just 10, 20 people, it's very efficient. Everybody can easily talk to each other, and we just get the job done, deliver things. And if we has to skip the sleep, we do that, it's very efficient, right? But then when you grows up to 50 people, it becomes a little bit complicated. You start to think about a process. And then when you grows up to 100 or 200 or 500, even to 10,000 eventually, oh man, the big corporation just everybody talk about the challenge of the bureaucratic situations or the hideous process and control and everything. I would say it's a clear defect of the centralization, right? But why before people are not thinking